This is Friday Night Lights territory, so I know we've got football season going on now. I'm running for president because our nation is in decline. I don't think that this decline is inevitable. I think it's a choice that we as Americans get to make about the right way forward.
Welcome back to America Decides. That was Florida Governor Ron DeSantis in Midland, Texas, today describing his energy agenda. He says it will, quote, unleash American energy dominance.
As president, I will restore America's energy independence. We will use our energy dominance to deny our enemies revenue. We will bankrupt their ability to threaten America, and we will help our allies become less reliant on our adversaries.
CBS News political reporter Aaron Navarro joins us from the aforementioned Midland, Texas. Aaron outlined what the governor said he would do that is noticeably different from what the Biden administration is doing.
Major, good to be with you. I was at this oil rig where DeSantis was holding his event a couple blocks from here in Midland. And essentially, as you said, he wants to, quote, unleash domestic energy production, specifically for fossil fuels, oil, coal, natural gas, as well as nuclear power. And he argues that that is the most efficient way to strengthen the security grid. And he wants to accomplish that mainly by eliminating a lot of federal regulations President Biden has put in place, whether that be preservation of lands that minerals are in or the Keystone XL pipeline. Take a listen to what he said about climate change, though, when asked about it today.
When Joe Biden says that he's more worried, like in 10 years, with the climate than a nuclear war, I mean, I'm sorry, that's just not true. We don't want nuclear war. Trust me, that is not going to be a good thing. That devastation would be incalculable. And so I think that it would be better if people, who were concerned were a little more realistic.
Now, it's interesting because DeSantis, coming from Florida, a state that has seen a lot of powerful hurricanes in the recent decade, he acknowledged when asked about climate change that there clearly is a change in the climate. He mentioned how Florida does rely on solar power, but he seems to be taking a really anti-climate change stance or kind of downplaying the effects of it here.
Aaron, while you were there, you also had a chance to talk to some voters about the 2024 Republican field. What did they tell you?
Now, this is the one constant I've been getting from DeSantis events on the trail. These are people that are interested in him, interested in what he did on COVID in Florida, but leave the event still feeling undecided, still looking at other options for their vote for president. Take a listen to what some voters in Texas told me.
I'm glad that there are so many, we have candidates such as Governor DeSantis, who's a strong conservative, and I love what he's done in Florida, and I love the way that he handled the whole COVID situation out there. We have Tim Scott, and we have Ramaswamy, and right now it's still early.
I like President Trump. I supported President Trump in the last elections, and I thought he made a very good president for us. I also like Governor DeSantis very well, and I think either one of them would do well to run our country.
Now, as his team would tell you, and strategists looking at this race, it is early, but the two-man argument that DeSantis is making does seem to be a bit in flux when you have polls showing him at fourth or fifth or tied on second with a lot of other candidates, and you hear from voters kind of matching what those polls are telling you.
Voters are shopping, but at DeSantis events, to your experience, Aaron Navarro, not quite sold.